fact that we're most of the time in our heads, and our heads are not a pretty place to be in, then we're missing out on the simplicity of this day or this moment or this hour. And this, what do I mean by that? So I started to notice in myself that my kids are around and I am blessed with them. And, you know, summer is here and finally no winter and crazy weather. And yet I'm busy in my head. I'm busy in my head thinking, oh, wait, I have to manifest this. Let me remember the positive affirmations. Oh, wait, I haven't done this. Oh, I want to listen to that. I want to do this. Oh, I got to check my emails. Oh, I got to do that. Oh, and there's this like humongous to-do list that I'm doing in my head, but it's not a pretty list. Well, it's not that it's not a pretty list. It's just a useless list. Now, of course, I've gotten so much better than before. Before I was just in the list. And now a lot of that list is with divinity. I'm like, God, take care of it. Infinite spirit, take care of it. The creator of all, take care of it. That's my favorite one. Creator of all, you know, creator of all, take care of it. It's like giving like divinity the ability to take care of things for you. Because you're choosing, it's a choice. You're choosing that for now, I want to enjoy this moment or these moments, or I want to be more present, meaning I want to be here. So the second part of this is, okay, now once I notice that, hey, everybody's in their heads, including myself, how much fun are we actually having? And how much are we blaming others for them triggering our own wounds, right? So you do say hi to someone and they don't wave back. Are they triggering a wound, or is it simply, oh, they're in their heads, they didn't see? Like if they're in their heads, they didn't see, it's like, oh, you've healed certain things, or certain things have shifted within you, which then you should be proud of yourself and take yourself out to a fancy dinner or do the thing that makes you feel really good. However, if you've got the thing of like, oh, why did they ignore me? Is it like, am I not seen? Am I not obvious? Do they not care? Did I say something? Did I do something? Which is, of course, the monkey mind, which is, of course, the world in which we live in. Now, just think about it this way, which is really interesting. It's like, if the world I live in is more than 80% in my mind, telling me what to do, interpreting what people are thinking, right? We interpret what people are thinking, what people are doing, interpreting what people are thinking, making meanings according to, oh, they didn't look at me, or they didn't say hi because of me, something I did wrong, or because they're pieces of shit, right? Like there's something happening. So as like you're going through that, just notice that they're not here, that we're all living in a really shitty realm in our head. So we're all living in this really crappy realm in our minds. So it's like we've got different worlds. Let's see this. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing right now. And this is really important for me, actually. I'm getting great information about this. So we're all in different realities and realms, right? There are many different pockets of realities, right? We all know this from the spiritual world, which is something great that we all got to understand. So there's these pockets of reality. And in our minds, there's like thousands of pockets of reality. Just think of these bubbles. And if you want, you can like look at my painting here. Like I always have orbs and bubbles. There, that bubble there, right? And there's a bubble up there and a whole bunch of bubbles. Just think of those as like, those are the bubbles, right? That's the bubbles your head is in. And these are the different pockets of reality. And you get to choose which reality you want to have an adventure in, or you want to think about, or you want to live in for the minute, the 2 minutes, the hours, the days, the weeks, the months, right? They're just, it's an energy you want to live in. And so let's say, you go in your head. So you're leaving your now. This now is being gone. Okay. And I'll share with you when you're actually in your now, if I remember, but you're leaving this now right now. You're not here. You're not in the now. You're not here. Okay. I'm not in this living room. I'm not in my living room. I'm not sitting on this couch. I'm in a pocket of reality that I'm choosing. And a lot of the pockets of realities that we choose to dive into are really very gunky and dark, right? And then we fight against them. And so in these realities, there's a lot of resistance and anger and all that nonsense that we go through. But then we choose to stay in it. So just think of a bubble and you're like, oh, this one, I'm going to think of this one for a while. So I spent the last 2 weeks thinking of the bubble of reality, which had to do with, oh my God, what happened with my family, what they did to me. Oh my God, how do I heal this? How do I get rid of this? What do I need to do? Oh my God, I thought I was over this. And then like replaying the whole scenario over and over and over again, getting aggravated and agitated and frustrated when my kids are around and they're asking me too much. I'm like, because I'm too busy. I'm in this other pocket of reality that doesn't have children in it, just has me, poor me in it. Right? And everyone else is harming me. And how did I not heal myself and resisting it and fighting against myself? This is what I'm going through. This is my paradigm, my world right now. That's the pocket of reality I jumped into. Does it exist in my reality? No, it exists in the past. And it exists in the past. And now it's existing in my present moment right now. It's taken over. So I'm living another reality. That is how we jump into new realities. It's all in our head. It's all in our thoughts, right? So if these pockets of realities are depressing, they make you feel worse about who you are. Let me just make sure this is okay. They're making you feel worse about who you are. They're putting you down. You feel like you're less than yourself. You feel less than somebody else. You're in comparison mode. Oh my God, they're doing better than me. They're more successful. They have more money. They have better family members. They have children. They're married. I'm single. And you have that. So there's so many pockets. Just think of any topic you want. You will find a pocket of reality that you dive right into. And even though I'm sitting here on the couch, I will not be really sitting here on the couch. I'm somewhere else in another realm and reality. Sadly, a lot of these pockets of realities that we choose to jump into we are autopiloted into it because we're used to going into the doom and gloom, right? So it's the same thing like jumping into a pocket of reality that is in our future, and that future is all fear-based, like, oh my God, what'll happen if all the money in the world disappears? If all my money disappears, I will be poor, I'll be thrown into and you're living that reality. You're safely sitting on the couch in your home. You're safely having that cup of coffee with your friend. It doesn't even matter when it happens, but you are in a safe environment in your present now. But we don't choose this pocket of reality, okay? We're choosing another pocket of reality. And the pocket of reality is so doom and gloom and horrible. Where am I going with this? I'm basically going with this to bring into light and consideration this entire idea of jumping realities and realms is done within ourselves. It's done within me, within your thoughts. Which pocket of reality are you choosing? Because there's a million other pockets of realities that are cheerful. And oh my God, I'm a billionaire. I've got tons of money. I travel easily. I have so much wealth. I am, married to the most amazing man in the world. He's so sweet. I'm a success at my career, and I am so spiritually attuned. I feel at peace. I have so much faith. God is always on my side. And there are all these other pockets of reality that we can also choose from. They're there, but these are not our autopilot. Our autopilot are the doom and gloom. Why? Because we've been taught from a young age, which really sucks. Okay, watch out. Don't put your finger on the fire. You'll burn. Already a doomed future, right? Already future. If you put your finger on the fire, it'll burn. Now, there are people who walk on fire and they don't burn because they have a different perception. Oh, watch out. We cross the street. You'll get run over by a car. Oh my God, I might die and get run over by a car. A new pocket of reality of fear. So there are fear pockets of reality and truth and love and peace pockets of reality and prosperity pockets of reality and abundance pockets of reality. How about if you end up trying to choose a different kind of pocket of reality? What if you decide to choose, and I'm talking to myself here also, a pocket of reality to spend time in, since this is what we humans do. We're always jumping into pockets of reality, okay, instead of being present now. I can give myself two options. I can say, I will choose to go and dive into a pocket of reality that is abundant, that is fun, that is exciting, where I'm confident, I am loved, I am a success, I am with an incredible partner, I have lavish amounts of money. I travel first class. I have the home of my dreams, all that. You can do all that. These all pockets of reality actually exist. They all exist. Or I can choose to be in my present moment, which looks like a good pocket of reality. If it isn't a good pocket of reality, if you are around a narcissist, toxic person, somebody depleting your energy, choose to pop into a pocket of reality. You can leave the body here. We all leave our bodies here all the time. We know how to do this. This is the easiest thing we all know how to do. We all know how to do this. Okay. You can leave your pocket of energy. You can choose your pocket of energy to be, oh, when I have my home and that cute man that's going to love me, or that wonderful woman that's going to take care of me and adore me, and we're going to have so much fun together. Like, you could choose that pocket of reality to travel into, instead of when you're with the narcissist or the toxic entity that is with you, or the toxic person. You can actually start to, instead of being like, oh my God, how will I get out of this? Oh, they're doing it again. How do I find my strength? I'm so weak. Why can't I answer back? They're depleting my energy. Leave that pocket of reality, because that's also a pocket of reality. Okay, leave that and jump into one that you actually want. This way, you're not really dealing in your now, because your now is not pretty, right? You're dealing with another now, the pocket of reality you've chosen. So this has been very helpful for me actually recently. That's why I'm sharing it, because it was like, oh, there's so many, everyone's talking about different realms, parallel lives, parallel realities. I think this is exactly what it means. So we've got parallel lives all the time. All of them are happening at the same time. We are choosing from the past, because even our past, whatever you're picking up from the past, and you're like, oh, this is my past, I'm going to retell the story to myself and relive it 1,000 times just to feel bad about myself, or to stay angry at that person, or whatever. It's a pocket of reality. However, I keep changing it. It keeps changing. It cannot stay the same, right? Because nothing here in this planet we're on stays the same. So you're going to take this pocket of reality, you're going to shift it around, you're going to add things to it, you're going to also talk to yourself really bad, or talk to these people really bad, and then feel bad for yourself and be a victim of you and all this. And that's great. You could choose to do that. But that's from the past. But that's also a parallel to every other pocket of reality. Just all these bubbles everywhere, all happening simultaneously. You're like this avatar, or this being that's like, this pocket. It's as if you're choosing to put your finger in the bubble. And I see them as golden bubbles, because they're all good. I mean, there's nothing bad in them. It just depends. Are you going into the fear bubbles or the trust and love bubbles? And then you put your finger in it and you're like, this one, I want to try this reality. And you shift into another reality. Now, whichever reality you pop into more often, and the realities that are fear-based, your now becomes more fear-based, because in your now, even if your now looks peaceful, like my now looks peaceful right now, you're going to be in fear. You're going to be motivated by fear to do things. But if you choose a different pocket of reality in your now, like I'm a millionairess, I have a luxurious life, I have the most amazing man in my life, friends are just abundant and super sweet and kind. Life is so generous to me. I am the luckiest person in the world. Everything works out for me. And you start to say, you go into that, one of those many pockets of realities, and choose whatever, combine them all. Then in your now, you're actually becoming that. Like in your now, you're feeling better. So you're like not fear driven, but you're like, oh my God, I feel like not going to the park. Oh, I need to call that friend. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do nothing today but like pamper myself. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to veg on the couch. Oh, I'm going to sleep. And all of a sudden, your insides are different. Your now is different due to which pocket of reality you chose to dive into. Man, I hope this is making sense. It's making so much sense for me. Actually, it's shifting so much within me just hearing this channeling. I'm channeling today, okay? Because I've heard this before, but I haven't heard the completion of it. That's the first time I hear the completion of it for me, which I desperately, desperately needed. A lot of times I do those videos for that sake, so I can hear divinity pour information down, because this is the best way in which I can actually share when I feel that I'm sharing with you, because you need to know this, which also lets me know that I need to know this. And so the information comes through so beautifully, because my mental mind is not in the way. So I hope this makes sense. Now, please share with me, because this is really very important. What pockets of reality have you been trapping yourself into? Now that there's like this influx of just bubbles, 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 just think of like a bubble bath or just bubbles everywhere around you all the time, just floating all over you. And you're constantly with your finger choosing which bubble you want to live in to bring into your now every moment, every moment, every moment. So there's no need anymore to get into the bubble of a future fear just because we were all brought up with crazy people, or most of us have been brought up by crazy people who were all fear-based and taught us how to be fear-based. You don't have to take those bubbles and self-protect and self-preserve anymore. You can take these bubbles and say, well, they weren't that helpful. They kind of ruined my nervous system. They exploded my body. They drive me crazy. I can't see straight. I'm not present to my now. Days pass so fast. And so I don't want to do those bubbles of reality anymore because they're very dark and dense and they make me feel like crap. But I want another bubble of reality. And these have never saved me. They haven't saved my life. They haven't made me smarter or better. If anything, they just made me live a desperately disgusting future, right? Or made me live a past, relive the past a million times that I'm suffering through it over and over again, and has made my moment now, my body just cringe and like age and go through pain, which is really stupid if you think about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that's really stupid of me. So how about, darlings, ladies and gentlemen, how about you share with me what kinds of pockets of reality have you been diving into? And what pockets of reality would you like to dive into? So let's create them. Let's create these pockets of reality. You know, the new ones, the ones that we were not taught as kids to do, right? And let's start doing them. We're the dreamers. We're the creatives. We are the ones with imagination. Why not choose that? I mean, if there's something shitty that's about to happen, it's going to happen. Do I have to feel shitty about that possibility from this moment for the next 10 years, 3 hours, 2 weeks? Why not the journey towards that shitty future that I'm afraid of? During that journey, why can't I live in a pocket of reality where that doesn't even happen and I'm cool with life? I'm cool with myself. I can tell myself things like, you know what, Rain? You're really nice. You're really cool. Everything always works out for you. It really does. Everything's always working out. Even the shitty parts work out. Why can't that be the thing? Why can't we just choose that? Is the shitty thing is going to happen? It's going to happen anyway. You can't prevent it by putting yourself in a pocket of reality that's just going to keep hyperventilating you and killing you until you get there. So if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You can't stop it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. It's just going to happen. But what you do have control over is if and when and whenever that shitty thing is going to happen. The journey towards it, you can have a lot of fun. And maybe because you've had so much fun in the journey towards it, because you've chosen different pockets of reality to bring into your now every time you pop that little bubble and say, this one's mine, this one's mine, this one's mine, and they jump into you, then you may even dodge the bullet and it will never, ever, 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 ever happen. Okay? All right? So let me know in your comments below if this made sense to you, if it made you feel better, if this makes sense, like these pockets of reality. And yeah, I might leave in the comment, I might leave a picture. Can I leave in the comments a picture? Anyway, of like pockets of reality, how I'm seeing it and how I'm visualizing it in my head, which I'm sure a lot of you are visualizing it with me now. So how many pockets of reality do you choose to live in? Which pocket of reality would you like to choose to live in? Maybe come up with 5 or 6. I'm hearing, okay, come up with 5 or 6 different pockets of reality that you enjoy, little dreams, and have those like constantly there. So whenever you're about to dive into the autopilot of jumping into the negative one, you have the 5 set. You don't have to think of, oh, what am I going to think of? You just have the 5 set and you're like, oh, money, oh, relationship, oh, finance, oh, happiness, oh, travel, oh, the sky, right? Use that. Or use the actual sky and look at the clouds and feel good. But in general, let me know how this made you feel. And please, 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 it means a lot to me if you hit the subscribe button. If you like this, press like, you know, it'll make me feel good. It'll make the algorithms work for me better. And please share this. You don't know who needs it. Even the people who you think are super confident and have it all figured out, they really don't, right? They really don't. Okay, so just share this, you know, spread this wealth of knowledge. You don't know who it's going to benefit and how many generations it could benefit. We don't know. All we know is if you resonated, share, and spread it. Leave your comments. Tell me that you did like it, what your thoughts are. Anything you want to share with me, please feel free to do that. If you have any more questions about any of this, please go ahead. I'll make more videos about it. I love this topic. And another thing is, I do also have another YouTube. It's called Expand with Mel and Rain. This one, we talk a lot about narcissism and the pains of toxic relationships, toxic parenting, and how to learn from the narcissist, how to find your confidence, how to feel better about who you are. It's beautiful. And there are many other episodes outside of narcissism if you're not interested in doing that or whatever, you've gone past it. There are a lot of information on different ways of being in this world and changing the language within your mind that is of great service. So go to Expand with Mel and Rain. I'll leave it in the comments below with the link so that you can check out my other YouTube channel and let me know if this is working for you or not, and if you are enjoying my meditations. So yes, I'm providing you with channeled meditations. These are channeled meditations. I don't prepare an iota before it. I just sit and close my eyes and the information comes through and I put it onto YouTube for you because it heals me. And a lot of times I have people that I'm meditating with that I channel meditation, healing meditations for them. Anyway, my name is Zaben. I'm a transformational practitioner, spiritual guidance here, channeler, psychic, and author. Check out my books. You're going to love my books. And yeah, that's it. Love you. Take care. Bye.